What are people looking for right now in terms of software development? We've talked about this in terms of digital transformation and responses to things like COVID. And what's become clear is we need something which is fast. We need something which is incredibly effective. We need something which is adaptable. Things change, requirements change. They change on a moment's notice. It needs to be close to the business. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But software development needs to become an expression of the business. Your people who are on the lines, who run your business, have to get closer to the development process, and it has to be incredibly adaptable and ready for them to use very, very quickly. And it has to be very, very scalable. So if we move forward, what you'll find is this great quote from Mark Andreessen, which we turn to more and more, that software is eating the world. Those who are more automated are winning. Those who are more automated are more effective. But the fundamental issue here is that development capacity and software demand are not in balance. If we look at this from specific data like data from the US-centric data here, but it happens to be very good data that I have available, the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, which does very, very deep analysis of different job titles in the market, they will tell you that in the next 10 years, we will be 10 million software developers short. 10 million software developers short. And if you are 10 million software developers short and you have huge software demands, what you are going to have to realize very quickly is that you have to think of this in a very, very different way. You have to start to think about different patterns for developing software and at a scale that we really haven't really recognized before. What are the tools that we've given our users? What are the tools that we've given the people who run our business? Well, for many, many years, we gave them paper. And you pass paper around, you pass file folders around. And then we had the big upgrade and we went to a PC-focused world. So now if I'm someone sitting at my desk and I have to automate a process, I have a spreadsheet available to me and I have email. And that's not bad, right? That was a big sea change over paper. But it's not really getting us to what we need in terms of automation. Well, why not? Why is that not true automation? Because it's not online. It's not in a managed system. When work gets put into a spreadsheet, no one else can see it. No one else can work with it effectively. So I have to wait for somebody to do something with that spreadsheet, email it to me. If I'm a customer waiting for an order to be fulfilled and what's holding it up is that there's a spreadsheet in somebody's inbox, that's completely invisible to me. So now as we evolve forward, we're moving to this role of citizen development. And citizen development means your business people are able to actually automate things in a manner that's not really far more complicated than using a spreadsheet, but they're able to do it on a managed platform. We're able to see it, we're able to integrate with it, and it's just far more efficient. So if we think about that in terms of this new development paradigm, a couple of different patterns here in which you can do this. And these are terms that I'm sure you're seeing, we're all seeing them. And they're not as cut and dry as it appears here that there's no-code platforms and there's low-code platforms. But let's draw some differentiations here between what we think of at Forrester as no-code and what we think of as low-code. So first off, no-code are platforms that are designed to provide powerful software to non-technical developers, those citizen developers, these business people that we've been talking about. And the vendors of these systems attempt to make as much functionality as possible available without code. Low-code is a little different. These are platforms that are designed to provide software functionality to non-technical developers. You can help define, you can help with requirements, you may be able to build some sort of simple applications, but they have extensions that are available to professional developers. And vendors of these systems are trying to make this functionality available to citizens for them to work together with the business and the professional developers, right? So there's an interplay between the two. There's not a right and a wrong answer here, but there are some philosophical differences. And as you hear how Quixie and Quixie's customers are talking about this, what you'll come to realize is they fall much more into the first camp, into the no-code camp. If it's something that someone has to build on our software, we want to build it out in a declarative way so that the business user doesn't really have to go to the professional developer all the time and say, okay, I've done something, I have to get some help here. So that's really when you think of vendors on that side of the fence, Quixie being one of them. That's more of a no code view of the world.